Hi friends, welcome back to my crafty desk. Sandra here at Blossom and Inspire. I am doing a glue bottle update. So I wanted to get this done sooner than later. This may be intermingled in between a bunch of other videos that have been pre-recorded with the Halloween Junky Junk Journal, but this is the updated video. I have been using this bottle for my 3-in-1, my acetone base glue. So let me do a correction first before we start anything else. I keep calling this an alcohol based glue. It is an acetone based glue. And I have been wanting to do something different besides the Sugar Bell bottle for a long time. And that is trying out one of these Elmer, Pen and Gear, whatever it is, this type of a glue bottle. So this is the kind, the school glue. You can see my bottles here, you know, here I go. What kind of hoarder would I be if I didn't have many different glues in different size bottles? So as I'm going through my stash, I'm finding these. This one I bought at Walmart. It's the Pen and Gear school glue. I emptied it out into my school glue bottles here, filled them up. And then I have those, and I put this in the kids' box for gluing for arts and crafts when they come over. So I'm going to take these two bottles out of the mix. I emptied this out, so it was basically a 2-in-1. So I bought the glue bottle for, I don't know, under a couple dollars, and emptied it into here. So now I have the glue for the kids, and I had the bottle. So really quick, I want to point out that I washed this bottle out very, very well and dried it, because I was taking a water-based, washable PVA school glue out and putting in an acetone, not alcohol, an acetone based glue, a waterproof glue, and that's what I wanted to use in this bottle. And I will tell you, my friends, it has been working magnificent. Couple of things. One is I put this duct tape around this because I couldn't get the sticky stuff off from the label when I peeled the label off, because I was in a hurry and I didn't take my time to do it with a heat source, which is what I'm going to try and do this time to see if that works better. The reason why I want to take my time is because as I'm nearing down the bottom of my bottle, I cannot see where my glue is. I can tell by the weight that it's down lower. So there's that. It's a little bit of an issue for me. So I don't want to tear this off at the moment, but I will readjust my tape here to get it up a little bit higher. I don't mind having it marked with that because it does give me something like a little bit more of a grip, but that's one of the things that I did to myself that I don't like. I want it to be smaller, and I can label it. This was the Sugar Bell bottle, which works fantastic for squeezability. It's nice. It does take a long time to get the glue down. So I will say after my glue gets about about a quarter of the way full only down to the bottom, it does take a while. The glue does thicken up. We know that. We know by adding the acetone a little bit here and there. Maybe we don't know, but if you could add a little bit of that, you can keep thinning it out so that it can move. So it works great. Awesome. I've been doing that. I've got a lot of tips for my friends here. Thank you to all my friends with all the tips and tricks. And keep them coming. Whether I already do them or not, keep them coming, because we all need to know. And but anyhow, so Sugar Bell bottles, there's an expense to them. So you buy the bottle, you buy, I think they come with the tips, and then you buy the knitting cap needle things right here. But as you can see, I haven't used this in over a week. I don't know if you can see that, and see how it's pulling. So I'm gonna have to go and unclog my tip to use it. Still workable, still workable. However, this is more expensive, it's more parts, and there's more work than this. Cheaper, easier, and then I'm not getting those strings. So you can see maybe at the top, there's some glue here, just like you would do your normal regular glue bottle. You know, you get that little bit of a goober right there. See how easy it is to come off? It comes off this plastic pretty well. So I purposely have not used this bottle for, has it been over a day, which is normal. So I wanted to get that sealed up piece. Now this is a screw top because, you know, the glue bottle for school. I'm going to unscrew it now for you and show you. Now I can feel, I can't see, but I can feel my glue is about halfway. I don't know 100%, but it feels like it's about halfway. So I'm gonna just, well, you can see there, I don't know if you can hear that, but I can squeeze it from here and it pushes my glue up. That's nice because I can't do that with this one. So taking the top off, even if I'm squeezing it. I don't know if you can hear it. It doesn't push the glue up, but it does put pressure on my thumb. I have a lot of issues. I've had surgeries, but I still have issues. I have osteoarthritis, so my cartilage is disintegrating, so I do have those issues. I may have other arthritis now kicking in, you know, but I'm not gonna let it win. That's the bottom line. That is the bottom line. I'm gonna win. So now I'm gonna just squeeze my glue, and look at that. I'm gonna waste glue here just so I can show you how easy this is. I don't know if it's showing up on this paper. Yeah, I think it is. Look how easy that is. Still. Now, there's one little string. I know that Charlene had asked about the strings. Am I getting the strings? So I'll go like this, and then if I push it down, it's easy. I have a little bit of a string, but it's not to the extent of the other bottles. Now, maybe that string gets worse as the glue gets thicker. I don't know. Let me grab, I have a dry wipe here. I'm just gonna grab that, and I'm gonna twist that shut. I've also noticed that leaving it open, even after I use it, leaving it open, I'm not really getting any oozing. I think that first time when I did the oozing part was because I had squeezed it and it oozed, and then I just set it back down. Well, I had already squeezed it and it was full, so I had oozing. But I've been using this bottle for over a week before I, you know, did the shutdown on it for a minute. And I leave it open the whole time. And it's not like getting extra thick like it does in this. It's not clogging up my channel to get the glue out like it did with this Sugar Bell bottle. So although the Sugar Bell bottle works much nicer than the Beacon bottle that it comes in, because it's very thick and hard, this works, in my opinion, 100 times better. The ease to get it out, it's not hard to put it in. Same thing, you know, you're gonna pour it in there. I'm gonna close this up now. So now what I want to do is I want to test out my art glitter glue in the same capacity, because although I love this, and I'm kind of sad because I love my charm, so I'm going to repurpose my charm, my glue charm. If this works, I'm going to repurpose this beautiful dangle that Angie made me. Thank you, Angie. I'm going to repurpose this and I'll put it on a thingy that I can hold onto one of my journals or something else that's close by, because I want to keep it close by, like I do lots of my things that my friends send me. So although I'll be saying goodbye to that if this works, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try the same thing in another bottle, but I'm gonna choose to use the Elmer's Glue All bottle. I'll just fill this big bottle up with this glue here, and the reason why I'm doing this is because I want 2 different caps. And that's really what it comes down to. I want 2 different caps, and although I need to clean this bottle, empty this out and clean it out, I don't have to worry so much like I did with this one, because this is a water-based glue. So it says right here, permanent water-based non-toxic glue, and we know that what that is, so I'm gonna have to get that glue in here. I don't want it to be mixed with this glue, so I am gonna clean it really well. But like I said, I don't have to be super crazy about getting it really dry from the water, because it's water-based. This is not. Does that make sense? So I'll be right back. I'm gonna go clean this bottle out. I'll have it come back with an empty bottle, and we'll fill it up together. I also want to point out, before we get further into this video, that I kept calling the 3-in-1, this glue right here, I kept calling it an alcohol-based glue, and it is in fact an acetone-based glue. It's acid-free and waterproof. And that's what Natasha in her videos that I have ever watched, all the ones I've watched, that's what she refers to it as when she does refer to it. Never once has anyone, never once have I heard Natasha refer to it as an alcohol-based glue. I don't know why I keep calling it that, but my friends, I just wanted to clear that up really quick. It's an acetone-based glue, and then there's also the white PVA glue. She uses other glues as well, but these are the 2 glues that I'm working within and that I'm doing the experimentation on. So just so you know, that's that. I did take a picture a quick picture to showcase the glues that Natasha was talking about when I found her glue explanation video, the one that I watched. And I'll also link that video in the description box so you can watch her full video, because it's quite informative, and I just love listening to her and watching her, and I love how she puts things together for me. So I will share that with you so you don't have to search for the video. Not that it was hard to find, but you don't have to search for it. It'll be in this description box. Back to the program. Let's see if this works as a heat source to heat this label up a little bit with my heat gun, and hopefully it'll pull off a little bit easier. So wish me luck, my friends. All right, I did fast forward that little part there and I left the back on. I'm not going to worry about that one. I think just one side is fine so I can see the glue. I am going to go ahead and get this emptied out and filled. Just let you know though, even though I fast forwarded it, it only took me with my heat tool to get that label off about not even 2 minutes. Like, so I would say less than 1.5 minutes to get the one side off, just going slowly down each side as you see on the video. I know I fast forwarded, but I just moved slowly and just took the sticker off. So easy. I think I'm going to attempt to get some of this off because I put extra stick on there with this duct tape and I really want to see through this bottle. So let's try that too. Again, I'm going to fast forward that part and we'll see how long that takes. All right, that took about 1.5 minutes, only because I added more sticky stuff to it, so I don't think it would take that long. So I wanted to be a little bit more careful because of the acetone-based glue and heat and all that stuff, and I didn't want to compromise my glue. So hopefully I didn't compromise it. I don't think I did. My bottle didn't get hot. And I was just kind of heating this tape. What I noticed is that I was at one spot when I overheated my tape a little bit, the sticky stuff came off. So just like, I don't know if anyone here has ever done their own self-waxing, but I do. I wax my own face, and what it reminded me of was when your wax is still sticky after you pull it off, you can take it on the pieces of wax that's left on your skin and like pull it off. That's basically what was happening here. So that is nice to know. I have that off. I may attempt later on to take the rest of this off. I don't know that I need to, but it gives me a point of, I just wanted to see like when my glue gets lower. It is not below this line. So again, I still think it's about halfway, maybe a little bit more than halfway full still. I guess I'm not a good judge of weight. But I still love it, and I will continue to let you know how I feel as the bottle dips all the way down with the acetone base glue. 3-in-1 beacon glue is what we get here. Fabri-Tac, all of it. So if it's a did I say alcohol again? Acetone base glue. Goodness gracious, acetone base glue. Sandra, get it together. So I have my acetone base glue, and then I still need to empty this bottle out so we can get it filled with the art glitter glue. So I shall return. All right, I got the glue cleaned out of it. I also didn't think about this, but while I was drowning this bottle in water to soak, it compromised that piece, the back piece. So here I am now trying to get it off, and I'm using my heat gun, which is working kind of okay, but it's wet, so it's leaving residue around the edges. So note to self, take off all the tags before you decide to clean off your glue bottles. See, the inside is coming off, but the sides is where the edges of that label was being saturated with the water. That was taking in the water. It's not allowing. So maybe if I waited for it to dry and then tried this, that would have worked. But I didn't want to do the heat gun on my glue bottle again, like I did the other one with glue already in it. So I am left with this little bit of a mess. And I'm going to continue to try to get this off, and I will be right back. All right, I am back again because I noticed that if I'm pulling, because it was compromised, it's not super sticky. The noise is horrible though for me to rub my finger along this, but that's what I'm doing, and I'm pulling the majority of this glue off. I think what I'll do, if I can't get it all off, I might just put some washi tape on it for now. But I'm gonna go ahead and get that off camera because that noise is very disturbing to the ears. All right, I'm back. I was able to rub it all out, actually pretty easily. aside from that horrible noise that it was making. My bottle is pretty well dry. There might be a little bit of dampness inside there, but I'm going to be putting the water-based glue in there, so I'm not too concerned about that. Before we fill this bottle, I just want to bring up a couple of things. So ATC, the fall autumn ATC exchange is coming up. Your entries need to be received by, I need to receive them by Wednesday, September 18th. So if you are mailing it in, maybe ask your postmaster or post office clerk, whoever's helping you, make sure you know that the date it's going to arrive. And then feel free to send me a message and let me know that you've sent it, what day you sent it, so I know that it's supposed to be arriving. If you have a tracking number with it, because of sometimes depending on how much it costs to mail it, let me know the tracking number because I can track it. Also, I don't know if that helps anyone that wants to participate, but I'm super excited about this giveaway, this exchange. The ATC exchange is the third one in the Four Seasons 2024 ATC exchange here on Blossom and Inspire, and it has been so much fun. The live, we're going to do it live. I'm pretty confident. So it's going to be on Sunday the 22nd. Depending on how long it takes, we may have a little bit of crafty day afterwards. Just depends. I'm not really sure. Oh, and there's my hair appointment. Snail mail entries receiving the due date is on September 27th. So if you are entering in the giveaway, the give and take and giveaway, give and take / also giveaway, that we are doing for September, that your entry must be received. It must be in my hands by September 27th. So again, it really doesn't cost more than a stamp, so you probably won't have a tracking number. So you might want to check with your postmaster or postal clerk, whoever it is that you're mailing it from, and ask, to make sure I'm going to actually receive it on the 27th. So I need to have it in my hands on the 27th. Otherwise, it won't be entered into the giveaway. That's just kind of how that's going to work out. And the giveaway is going to be on the 29th. So you see what I'm saying? Like, I don't have a lot of time there. Anyhow, there's the update on that. Now back to our regular scheduled program. Glue experimentation. Loving this. So, a couple of things I learned when I was cleaning this bottle out, and I don't really know. I'm guessing. It was harder to clean this glue bottle out than it was this glue bottle. This glue bottle had the glue this was Elmer's extra strong formula, dries fast, safe, and non-toxic. So this is a multi-purpose glue, and the glue that was in here, even though it was pen and gear, it was the same type of glue. It was the same school glue, safe, non-toxic, washable. So I think maybe it stuck to this bottle better because of the type of glue it is. I've had this bottle for, I don't know, I mean, how old am I? 1,000,000 years old? So there we go. I was kidding. I've had it for a long time. I don't even remember where I got it. I may have even got it at a yard sale. So who knows how old this bottle really is. So again, I definitely want to have two different color caps. So I think if I do this, make another one of these bottles, I'll just buy the this one, or transfer this glue into the bigger one, see, and I can have the orange lid. Anyways, there's that. Things I used to clean the bottles out with were, I used my fingers. I drowned them in Dawn dish soap, and first I drain it as well as I can, and then I put water, warm water, hot water, whatever, in there, about to there, and I shake and shake and shake and shake and shake, and then I pour it into my container that I'm going to be disposing of. And I do that until I can get just about all the glue residue out. Now, some of it's left down in here. Some of it's definitely going to be some up here, which is very hard to get to. I stick my finger in like that. So painful, but well worth it in the end. And I twist the bottle and I pull it off. Now, the washable glue, easy was easy. This one was not. I took pipe cleaners. I wrapped my pipe cleaners with wire, heavier wire. I needed something that would turn up but scrub, and that I can maneuver from up here. And so I used what I had handy. I couldn't really think of what would work. I mean, some of my friends here might have some ideas. Please drop them in the comments. What could possibly work? So I wrapped it with wire. First I tried the pipe cleaner. The pipe cleaner just went, whoop, bent back over. So then I wrapped it with wire, wrapped more pipe cleaner on there because I wanted to get in there. It helped, but honestly, at the end of the day, soaking it in hot soapy water as long as I possibly can helped loosen it up so that I can pull it off. And then I took my little paintbrush, which I don't have one here, just one of those little cheapy ones, and I took it down the sides with the soapy water in there, and I just scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed. And that's what I did. So a little effort, but I have the bottle that I want. What else did I want to update you on? I think that was about it. Oh, I also, while I was waiting for all that, I was reading the back of these bottles. So here's some art glitter glue. Yes, I have lots of art glitter glue. I buy it. Well, I got a little hair there. Okay, I buy it in these bottles, the 16 ounce, and I usually buy like 3 or 4 of them at a time. I get a better deal, and I wait till the right time of the year to order my glue. So I order them that way. I have these shorter bottles, which sometimes I just transfer these large bottles into my smaller bottles. It's a lot of work. I love organizing, so it works for me. But my little bottles fit on my shelves a lot better, and I know I can just put them like this, but they roll around. There's just, I don't know. Let me know how you store your glue. Do you buy glue in bulk, and how do you store it? What do you put it on? Does it drive you crazy? I like to see the labels. I'm that person. My cupboards, I'm that person. Like, I want things lined up, you know, and I want like this size, and then I want the labels facing out. I want to know what I have. I don't want to have to go in. I feel like it's a waste of time to go in, twist the cans around, twist this around, twist that around, see what's there, see what this is. I don't like that. I don't like it in my craft room. I don't like it in my pantry. I just don't like it. So I do either way, there's going to be extra work. I prefer to put my extra work into organizing. Well, anyhow, while I was waiting for that, I noticed, I was reading the back of these bottles, and so this one definitely says that it's not good. I believe it's not for photos, bare metal. Note, not for photos, bare metal, submerged or heated surfaces. So there's that. This one doesn't say anything about the photos one way or the other, but they both dry fast, and they're both strong glues, and they are both water-based glues. Art glitter glue does have some extra things that it says on there that it does. You know, I don't know if anybody's ever read the labels. It's a premium quality glue, specially developed for use with art glitter products, industrial strength, and permanently flexible. So this does not say flexible when it dries, so I don't know. This would be some more experimentation to come in the future for me. If you're interested, let me know, because I'll post it, but I'm definitely going to be trying these things out. It says your main adhesive, good with all their glitters on most non-washable surfaces. And then down here, it says fabric dries clear for use on washable fabrics. That's a little confusing to me. Maybe I'm just not understanding what I'm reading right. If somebody understands what I'm reading, please let me know. And then it says use only with a lighter transparent or pearlescent glitter for an opaque look. Most non-washable surfaces. So I guess that's it. Most of them, and for use on washable fabric. So and heat cure to set. So I guess there's that. I don't know. I'm not really going to wash it, so I don't really have to know, I guess. So wash out of clothes immediately if you get it in there, all that important stuff. It also talks about it also tells you on here the technique, the dry time to clear metal, to clear your metal tip, how to clean it, and how to store it. So it talks about that, and it talks about the non-rust, use a non-rusting art glitter pin. That's all it says, but really it's a stainless steel non-rusting pin, so you can use whatever one you want. You don't have to buy theirs if you don't want it, but they do offer it, and that's where I get mine. All right, now onto this one. This one says bonds most porous materials such as paper, cloth, and leather. So it's really the same type of stuff, and semi-porous materials such as wood and pottery. Adjustable before setting, which is the cap, right? So to open and close it, always application. Use on clean, dry surfaces for all those things I just read. Spread thinly, let dry for wood, all these things. Clamp or wait 35 minutes. Now this also had a wait time to dry, but we all know it dries really fast. But I guess if you're using like fabric and you're gonna wash it, maybe you wanna wait, but I think it said 4 hours depending. It's about 15 minutes to 4 hours depending on the surface, air dry only. This one says apply pressure with clamp or wait 35 minutes for bond to set, but this is talking about wood and pottery. And I'm not doing that, I'm using paper. So I'm interested now to see the difference in the adhesion, how fast, if there's any playroom at all with this, because we know there's none with this. I mean, we can add stick glue to help with a little bit of movement, but really, if they're by themselves, that's that. So I think we need to try that out too. Hopefully I don't forget on this video. If I do, I'll do it on another one. But setting those aside, we are here to fill this girl up. So I'm gonna use my little guy because this one is just so full and heavy. It's so full of itself. And so twisting this off, let's see. Oh, there's Vaseline. So see, this has already been a refill bottle. I grabbed the right one. There we go. So we're just gonna pour this in. Whoa, wait a minute, back it up, girl, back it up. I don't know about you, my friends, but I have learned the hard way that art glitter glue, after sitting for a while, at least mine, I don't know if that has to do with where I live, needs a little bit of a shake. I don't know if you can shake it. I just kind of spin it around and do this and hope for the best. Do this a little bit. So to me, it makes me think of like ketchup. You know how ketchup, it just give it it's really thick. You're not really sure if you're shaking it up because you can't really feel movement. But that juicy juice in the beginning is so gross. This water's not gross. It just makes me think, oh no, am I gonna have good adhesion? So there, it's a little bit thicker. Now I'm gonna fill her up. And I probably should have put a paper underneath me because I'm a spiller. Oh goodness gracious. I want it full though. I want a good test out and I want it full. Also, while I was cleaning, I was gonna say, I noticed the tip on the screw cap isn't the pinpoint tip, the skinny tip, what is it? Precision tip, like that metal cap is on my little skinny bottle. So I think now I will be keeping that little skinny bottle on the side because I will need that precision cap on some things. So I'm gonna screw that back together and I need Vaseline. So any kind of Vaseline. This is petroleum jelly. Maybe that's what I should call it because so I'll use some petroleum jelly. I just get this at the dollar store. My glue doesn't care about name brand stuff. There, or my glue bottle, I should say. My glue bottle does. My glue bottle cares about name brand glue. But not the jelly. All right. On you go. And I'm gonna clean my finger off because that got really juicy there. Just wipe that up a tiny bit. Get to my cap screwed on. Oops, so excited. Okay. Okay, and then I'm gonna squeeze that down. I cleaned my cap really well also. Also, these caps are a little bit easier to clean than I thought they would be. You just soak them in the water. Again, this cap was harder to clean than this cap, but I think it has to do with the type of glue. But this one also dries really good and hard, so will that be hard too? I don't know. We will find out as time goes on. So now I know I'm gonna keep this with the Fabrifix blue and then the art glitter glue. I'm gonna keep orange. I think that makes sense, which is funny because that was the cap I had on this one. And I think back, I don't remember what color I had on this, but I don't think it was orange. I think it was pink. Anyways, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Sidetrack city. All right, back to the program. Now, let's do a tester. Who is ready for a testing? Let's grab this little scrappy paper. Let's open this up. See my tip? The tip is a little bit wider. Where's my... And then we have the precision, see? That's what I was noticing. So I was like, well, I might want to keep that because if I have another art glitter glue bottle here, a skinny one. And this one, oh, I definitely need to clean this. I haven't used this in a long time. It has a wider, fatter tip and bigger, larger opening, whatever. It's than this, which is what you see a lot of people use if you watch a lot of different videos. If they don't have this metal tip on there, they're just using that glue. Let me unclog it. Let's just try this one too. I've got it out. I don't know about you, but if I was just watching somebody do this video, I'd be like, well, can you squirt that out so we can see? So I will listen to my inner watcher person. whoever she is. A pain in my bootay sometimes, but it's okay. I still love her. All right. It takes all the parts of me to be who I am. And it has taken me many years to learn to be okay with all the parts of me and to give all the parts of me a little bit of grace. Even though some of the parts of me are a little bit crazy. Crazy in a good way. I don't know. Is it okay to say that word? I don't mean it like in a mean or derogatory way. So please forgive me if anybody thought that. That's not what I meant. I meant crazy as in, like, I just like to be a goofball. I like to play around. But there are the times where my my stress level or my cannot take the nonsense of life level it'll reach a height where it just takes the right person at the right time or the wrong person at the wrong time. I don't know, to say something completely, I don't know. I can only do it so much and then I just lose it. And then I do feel bad about that, but that's good to learn. It's good to learn as long as I'm acknowledging that, right? I'm learning. Okay, so this guy is plugged up, so I never use it. Which is making me wonder, am I going to use this because it's going to be the same type of thing? I think I will because it's going to be easy. All right. Let's slam it down. All right, friends, this is not going to be... It's clogged in this area. See, I haven't used it in a while. And I have just this on there. I'm thinking I should take that cap off and just use that maybe. Maybe I'm not getting a good enough seal. Oh, look at that corroded glue in there. Yes, that is it. Okay. I know some people don't like the feeling of glue on their fingers. So I know you're probably like cringing and closing your eyes or taking off as fast as you can. I'm sorry. I don't mind the feeling of the glue on my hands. I also love the feeling of mud on my hands. So when I'm gardening or anything like that, I do like to do it barehanded. Although it wreaks havoc on my skin and my nails and it hurts after a while, I like to feel it. Okay. Whoa. Holy Hannah. This is messy. I need a bigger paper here. Let's try this. Goodness gracious. Okay, let's just smush that one down. So that mess is out of the way. Get this needle cleaned off because I use this a lot for unclogging things. It's not stainless steel, but I don't leave it in there. I just use it for a cleaner upper. You know, I'm gonna go in there with this tool and see if I can grab this. There. I know this is gonna sound really gross, but I have to say it. I'm so sorry, but this reminds me of those stupid, gross, that I can't stop watching even though it's grossing me out. Blackhead videos and the earwax things. Like, why can't I stop watching it? Why can't I just look away? I actually watch it until I have to look away, and then I'm like, oh my God, I'm done. I'm just done. I can't do that anymore. What was I thinking? And why did I watch it for as long as I did? Anyways, that's what this is reminding me of. So I'm thinking I can't be the only one that's seeing that nasty thought in your mind. Okay. I think it's cleaned out enough to get something out. Yeah, look at it came all the way out. So let's clean this off. This is a tool I use a lot and I don't want that wrecked. I use that needle a lot. Let's put that up there and then let's get that, fold that over there. I have a little glue bubble there. Let's get that off. Now, let's just get I have a top layer here. That might just be paper, but just to be sure. All right, new scrap paper. Let's try it. Let's grab me another one here. Get that out of there. Now, let's see. So we have this bottle. Whoa. Well, I did a good cleaning. This probably needs to be shook up. I haven't used it in a while. Okay, so I'm gonna get a nice fat glue thing there. Let's clean it. Well, this experiment video is turning out to be quite long. There's that. I feel like I'm not gonna, I think what's going on is that this is not big enough, wide enough for that. And that's why I had all that seepage. Maybe I just need to put one of these on there without a pin. Let's see. Let's see what I've got. Let's match it to the other one. Oh, I don't want to do that. Let's just put a green one on there. I have this. All right. I'm just going to put that cap on there. Well, I'm kind of wondering. We're just going to leave it that way. Hopefully that seals it. I felt it like push down. So hopefully that works. I'm going to stick that aside. Now, this one, I mean, it's bent, but I think it's still savable. I'm going to put that in my little container of pins that I thought that I had. I'll just drop it down there and hope that I never stick myself with it until I remember that it's there. All right, then we have the skinny one. See, precision. See that difference? And I like that. And then, oh my gosh, you know what? And then you can, precision and glitter. Hello, am I just now seeing this? Why have I not seen this? Look at that. I can even make squigglies and do glitter. So that's one of the grandkids' names. Okay, well, okay, good to know. Okay, I know, Sidetrack City, but I'm sure somebody here wanted to know that too. It wasn't just me. It was not just me. That's my story. I'm going to believe that no matter what. Okay, and then what was this? This was, oh, I'm going to throw this out because I already pushed a hole in there, and I don't know. Now for the tester one. Let's see. Whoa, that's fat. And it actually comes out fatter than the other one, so to be prepared for that. But we also can control it, it says. So let's try that. So I'm going to shut it down. That was all the way open. We'll give it a little twist. Okay, not enough twist. A little more. It's hard to squeeze it with that little twist, so a little more. No, I think it wants to be all the way open. Okay, I got it a little bit more. Goodness gracious. Let me see, can you see this? It's still thick. I feel like I have a little bit more control over when it comes out like that versus all the way open. See, it's just gonna be really gloopy gloppy. So, tester. And I know everybody probably like, that glue is expensive, Sandra. What are you doing? I don't know. But I kind of wonder, now I have all that glue on there. Should I just sprinkle glitter on it and see what happens? Give me a second. All right, my friends, I thought I was videoing. I chatted for 5 minutes before I realized nobody was with me. Everybody left. So I have all my glitters here. I have a ton of different glitters, all different kinds. And this was some leftover stuff from the kids when they were making their sensory bottles. As they were making them, I just kept piling up all their, whatever they were using, beads, glitter, sequins, all the different things. And I just keep them. So I just put them all on here. And the one, I had a question on here to my friends, and that is, does anybody who has played with glitter and things like this with the shiny glitz and glam, have you come across something that you can, some kind of adhesive that you put on top, spray on top, that doesn't take the shine away, but secures the stuff for sure? This is art glitter glue we're using, so we will find out what actually stays. It won't happen today. It'll be a couple of days down the road. But that's where I'm at. I just threw all that glitter on there, and I hopefully can use this in something, but I want to know that these are gonna stay on there. These beads may pull off because they're raised, but that's what I would like to know. I want to know. Who knows? Put it in the comments, please. I know I'm not the only one that wants to know the answer to that. So I'm going to now clean this up, and I'll be right back, and we're going to do a little tester of the movement of these glues and the quick stickability. All right, I'm back. Let's do another little more experimenting here. So we know that our glitter glue has a quick grab dry time, right? That we do know for sure. Let's grab a couple of tools to help me push these things through. I don't want to use my tweezers. These ones right here that I have a hard time using. So, you know, I don't use them very often, but I do use them because they're already held and I can push things together. I just forget how to open them. I'm just a backwards kind of person. That's just the way it is. All right, I also brought over, I thought, let's try some of the lace because we do scrunchy lace. A lot of us do. I do. And I want to see how it works with that too. So let's see. First of all, art glitter glue. Art glitter glue. I want something else to play with. My scrappy things here. Oh, thought I was prepared, but I guess I wasn't. Okay, we're just gonna do this. Let's just take a piece of this paper, like so. And there we go. And then we'll just use this to be on the little scrunchy side. But just in case we love it, let's have it ready to use, right? Like, I want torn edges. I would probably want them to be inked, but we're not gonna do that because that's gonna get into the way of the glue. So let's see. Let's see. Tear that. Just tear it up. All right, so quick grab glue. We know. Let's do it on this side. I am going to I'm gonna go ahead and just put it straight onto this paper here, like that. And then we're gonna go, we'll put that on there like that. And I don't really have any playing room, okay? So we know about that one. Now let's try, no, this is all the same glue. I wanted to try the Elmer's glue. Oh, the Elmer's Stronghold. Hold on, here it is. I was so into cleaning everything up. I have to go mow the lawn. I'm like, I need to have everything clean so I can come back in and craft after I mow and shower. That I put everything away. So now this is the Elmer's. I wanted to see what the comparison was on the quick grab between this and the art glitter glue, right? That's what we were gonna do. So we'll squeeze some of this out. Of course, this cap, what the heck? Okay, there we go. It looks thicker and creamier. So I'm just gonna put this, take another piece, and we're gonna put that on there, like that. And move it around, okay? And then try it again. Still moves a little bit. Oh, right here it's starting to grab. I have some playing time, and I want to see how good the glue grab all the way is. Let's just wipe that off. I don't want to stick to that. Now I want to do like a little ruffling. So we can go ahead and close this up. Why I was using this one, I don't know. I was supposed to just use this bottle to make it easy. I am confused, my friends. I have mowing the lawn on my mind right now. So let's put those away. This is the art glitter glue. This is the Elmer's glue. I know it because one has a label and one does not. So please help keep me in check. Now I want to try this again. Oh, so you can see it's a quick grab. It's still a quick grab, but you get a little bit of movement time. They're drawing the same. I can see it a little bit through both of those. Now, before we do the scrunchy thing, let's do some lace. I have I have plenty. So let's just play. We're doing testers. This is all about experimentation. Like, let's have a real experimentation. Now, the lace. Let's put the lace. We'll do one on each side. How about that? No? Does it matter? Yeah, we'll do Elmer's on this side. We'll do the Elmer's first since it takes a little bit longer to stick. So, getting enough glue, and maybe I had so much glue, maybe that's why, I don't know. But I know with the other one, it doesn't matter how much glue you put down from experience. So, let me just use this. There we go. And then I can play a little bit with that, and I can scrunch it up even. Okay. Okay, that works. And that's kind of what I like, to be able to know I can do that, and I can leave that down. And then let's try this one. Elmer, you stay over here on this side. Elmer, do what you're told. Okay. Sorry, friends. I'm going to spin this around because I want to stay on this paper. There we go. Now let's try the art glitter glue. I'm so excited. I love experimenting. Who else likes experimenting? Whoa, I opened it up fully. So I have to remember that with the art glitter glue in the new container, which I need to write art glitter on that somehow. Somehow, with my hands maybe, you know, well, in a tool. So there's a lot of glue. I mean, like, I feel like I even got more than I had over there, but it's close. It's a good comparison, I feel like. Okay, again, with the fingers, Sandra. It's tap, 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 tappity, tap, tap, tap. Oh, I want to take tap dance so bad. Okay. All right, there we go. Now, leave it on there for a second, like we did that one, and then see if we can move it. Okay, we can. It's not actually, it's faster grabbing, even this. I'm still able to smush it though, even after I laid it down and did a little tap dance on it. Okay. It's sticking to my fingers through here more, but maybe it's because I put so much glue. Who knows? Who knows? But let's see. Now, let's go back over here. I close these. Let's go back over here. Is this grabbed? Or can I still move it? I can feel the glue is wet still underneath there. I have a little bit of movement still. Okay, there's that. Whoops. So still a little bit of movement on that. Let's give it a press down and see how that does. Let's do a little bit of tearing up on this for a sec. This one is a good grab. Look at that. That's a good grab. And then let's do a little bit of movement on this one. Okay, this one isn't really, I mean, I have a little bit of movement still. I still have some play, same as the other one, really. There's really not a big difference. And smush down. Okay, now let's do a little tear up on this one. I feel like it's, some of this paper is actually being left behind on here, where this paper is what's coming up on this one. So I'm thinking, and this was the Elmer's, this was the art. I'm mixing them back and forth. Let's make a note here. Let's make a note. So this is Elmer's. This is art. This is Elmer's. This is art. Yes. Okay, so there we have that. I think the Elmer's is wetter. Elmer's is wetter than art glitter glue. So you have a little bit of play with it. That's what's gonna be the biggest difference right now that I'm seeing with the papers that I'm using and the lace that I'm using to play with. So I'm just kind of waiting for that to dry a little bit more to see, can we scrunch paper? Let's do paper scrunching. So we'll do some Elmer's. I just closed these. Silly, silly, silly. Okay, we'll do Elmer's. I mean, we scrunched the paper. I mean, that we scrunched the lace, so we should see. I mean, for people who like scrunching, I like scrunching. I like options. I mean, I like scrunching, but I like options. My fingers are dirty, and I'm not doing the best job here, but honestly, that still will look cute. And then we'll do the art over here. Okay, that was a lot of art, glitter glue, so, well, I just want to use it the way it is, so, but I think I need it more all the way through. There we go. Okay. I feel like the art, grabbing it faster than the Elmer's, I didn't have to fiddle as much. I don't know, does that make sense? But they both do the job. They both do the job. I mean, honestly, they both do the job. Let's close them up. Close it up. There we go. All right, there you go. So now let's see how well this is doing. Still a little bit movable, but I also have these big pockets of air, so that's part of it. This one, not so much. So there you go, my friends. I think there's a pretty close comparison. Elmer's glue is quite a bit cheaper than the art glitter glue, so I think it's safe and fair to say that it will do the job really, in my opinion, just as or almost as well as the art glitter glue, except for the fact that art glitter glue does in fact grab a little bit faster, and so it's holding it quicker so that you can move forward in different projects. That's really the biggest difference. But the Elmer's, to me, in my opinion, so far with the things that I've used, grabs it fast enough that I can still move forward in my projects. So I may be switching to the Elmer's PVA glue. Is Art Glitter Glue a PVA glue, or is there something different that makes it grab faster? I don't know. They're both water-based. They're both strong holds. They're both pretty quick grabs. So it'd be interesting to hear what my friends use and what you have to say about it and what you think about this experiment. And are there other experiments that you would like to see done with products? Because if I feel comfortable and I have the products, or they're not too expensive for me to get, I'd love to do them, because I love experimenting in the safe zone. Anyhow, my friends, thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you liked this little catch up. It's kind of a long video. I was kind of going off on different tangents here, but I had fun. I hope you did too. And I hope you enjoy all your moments, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.